G'day. Now, just wanted to go over a few things. Doing a few reviews at the moment. Well, not so much reviews, but a lot of testing on the new Bluetti 300, Elite 300. And yeah, the reason I went and got one of these in the first place is I wanted to get a dual battery set up in my Y62. Now, the only issue was I wasn't going to drive enough to have the DC charger charge it. My lithium battery, I could have got a 100 amp hour one, which is, pretty expensive. Custom lithium make good shit, and that's what I was going to get. But see, I only drive half hour a day, 15 minutes to work, 15 minutes home, 5 days a week, and I'll park in the shade, so I'm not getting solar. And I work long hours, like I'm going to work in the dark, coming home in the dark. So I was sort of buggered. I thought, what am I going to do? I've looked at power stations for a long time, and I couldn't really find one with that big amp hours. Now, it's got it down at 300 amp hours, but realistically, as you know, you got to wipe a bit off that, and about 250, 260, I'll say it is. Now, my 45 litre King Stay Cools fridge, it's using about that 2.5 amp hour. So straight up, you're looking at, I'm up to 5 days and I'm 55% battery left. So that's running the 45 litre King's fridge, Stay Cools. Good things too. Smartell compressor in them. Google that. So they make good compressors, Smartell. So, at the end of the day, I'm up to 5 days, 55% battery left. And I could probably kick that out to 10. I won't run it that low. I'll probably get down to about 20% and then charge it up AC, charge it at the wall, which is a good thing. With those power stations, they only take an hour and a half and they're charged 100%. But they also charge with solar, as you know. If you're watching this vid, you probably know a bit about them. They charge with solar, 1200 watts, and also 1200 watts in at the wall, so they charge pretty quick when you take them inside. Now, they also make a thing, the Charger One, which is like DC charger for that Bluetti power station that goes in your car. So when you're driving, it's topping it up. I think it can top it up at around 500 watts, which is pretty impressive. It's about 6 times faster than your regular cigarette lighter that you plug in to charge. Which they're not too bad, but let's face it, you want to put more charge in. So yeah, guys, I got the Charger One. A couple of days later, they talk about the Charger 2 coming out. And if you haven't heard much about that, they're going to release it in January. I've heard a bit about it. It's able to trickle charge, jump start, charge the battery for a bit too, enough to start it. A cold battery in your car, which a Charger One won't do. And on top, I think it goes from 500 watts to around that, might be around 1100, 1200 watt. So it really packs a punch charging up those power stations. But that's just the luck of the draw, And Bluetti, if you're watching it, mate, flick me one out if you want. I'll bloody happily send the Charger One back and install the Charger 2, do another video similar to this, let people know how it goes. So yeah, that was the reason I'm doing this video today. I just wanted to let people know that there is a lot of people like me that aren't going to drive, because I live in town here. I live in the sort of rural up town, and I don't take long to get to work. It's like 15 minutes, and 15 minutes home. There's a lot of people that are very similar. So they don't really put the hours in the driving to keep a normal battery charged up. Whereas with this thing, you could run it. Look, I could run it the whole 5 days I'm at work. Picking up the kids from footy training, dropping them off. Always cold drinks in the car. Take off on the weekend, do a bit of fishing. That sort of thing. Mate, you've always got the esky there to chuck some bloody fresh seafood in when you're coming home. Some prawns. A bit of fresh squid, fresh fish if you're out fishing. Or if you're just stopping off somewhere, mate, like Aldi or bloody, fresh meat, bringing some of that home. It's just handy to have, mate. Cold esky. Most of us, that aren't doing touring, that want a dual battery, it's primarily for a fridge in the vehicle. So they got cold beers after work. Most of the boys I work with, they come out of work, they grab a beer, and it's just a coldie for driving home. So yeah, look, I think if you're watching this and you're similar to me and you didn't have, you're not driving, long distances to keep those batteries charged up, then the Bluetti 300, the Elite 300, could be another solution for you. I went Bluetti because I've done my research and I was told they're probably, I guess, one of the trusted brands, compared to other places, other models. All powers, you that Jackery and what else? EcoFlow. And looking at those guys, none of them could beat Bluetti. I think this thing's got something like 8,000 charges, 5-year warranty. It's got all the bonuses as well. I mean, if you look after the bloody thing, it's going to last your life. It's going to last it, 8,000 charges at 80%. You'll get 8 years out of the bloody thing, that's bloody brilliant, mate. You're happy to go get something different. Then by then, 5 years, technology is going to be twice as good, and Bluetti will be making even better stuff. So this thing will get me out of trouble. Like I said, they're a solid brand, good warranty, great cycle life. And like it does have two 240 volt plugs there as well to plug stuff into when you're out camping, 15 amp, which is really good. You've got, instead of just the cigarette lighter too for the output, you've got a XT90, and you can go XT90 to Anderson, which is pretty cool because us Aussies use a lot of Anderson stuff. You could fix a solar panel, a fixed solar panel to the roof, a good one, like 1200, put in 1200 watts, it'll take it. Won't get all that, but you might only get 800, but it's still pretty good. But anyway, look, I'm no expert in 12 volt stuff, but I do know that it was probably a better solution for me. I was looking at, 3,000 installed for a dual battery setup. This thing was 2,400, and like I say, I don't think I'd drive enough to keep it topped up anyway. But this thing here, it's topped up in an hour and a half. Job done. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the vid. There's plenty of other good ones out there. A lot of better, bigger people and bigger channels doing reviews. And, I'm not going to go too much into what it does. You only have to look it up on the internet there, and on the website it'll tell you. I've told you some of the main things that it does there, and anyway, if you're similar to me and you're looking for a dual battery solution, this thing's probably it. I mean, let's face it, it's probably only going to be another 5 years, 10. These power stations, 12 volt will be dead, and I don't know what it's going to do to keep up with this power station business that's going on, because, mate, they are making better stuff all the time. Every day they're getting better and better. It won't be long for, an Elite 400 comes out, 500, and they'll get lighter and lighter, and there'll be better DC charges, better capabilities. It's just unbelievable what they can do. And, it does have the Bluetooth connectivity. It's all on the webpage, but, it's a decent little app. You can check out what's going on the front of the Elite 300 too. It's got a good screen, tells you what's going on as well, to keep an eye on things. That's just another thing that it's a bit of a bonus. You can keep an eye on it. I mean, you can keep an eye on your fridge. Some fridges these days Bluetooth, and you can put temperature gauges in them and whatnot. So yeah, guys, I'm just playing with this thing. It's a lucky coin. Look at that. Have a lot. Tobacco. I don't know what year it is. 1902. It's got a little dent in it, like it's been hit from a bullet. Pretty cool. Lucky, rare lucky penny. Havelock tobacco. 1902. Good luck. Pretty cool. Anyway, have a good new year. Be safe. And if you're in that watching this video, you'd be watching it for a reason, because you're considering a Bluetti. Mate, I've only had mine a week. Can't complain. Strong, sturdy unit, made of quality. Yeah, we'll see how it goes in another 6 months, but another year for that matter. But so far, so good. Anyway, cheers, legends, and yeah, talk to you again soon.